Hello, I'm Florin and I'm gonna show you how to set up and play Tribute. These are all the components you're gonna find in the print and play files. Additionally, you're gonna need 5 black cubes and 5 yellow cubes from a copy of Pandemic or something similar, and a circular disc. I'm gonna go through setup following the steps in the rulebook, but I'm gonna put aside the rulebook so we have room on the table. This is the game board. We're gonna place it in the middle of the table between the players. Then I'm gonna take the decree cards. I'm gonna take the one numbered 1, 2, 3, shuffle them, and then place one on the space on the board under the first 3 rounds. Then we're gonna take the other decree cards, shuffle them, and place one on the other space on the board. The rest of the decree cards are put aside for other games. We're gonna place the circular token on round 1. We're gonna take the noble cards, shuffle them, and place them on top of the game board. We're gonna place 4 of them, and the others won't be used for this game. Careful not to place 2 nobles with the same title, like lady, captain, etc. Then we're gonna shuffle the 4 council cards and place them in a straight line between the players, like this. I'm gonna take the influence tokens with victory points of value 3 to 6 and gonna place them on top of the councils in ascending order in this direction. Basically, who will win the council at the end of the game will win the victory points on these tokens. Each player now will get 5 cubes on his color, one player card of his color, 2 player aids to show the round of the game and the power of the cards, and 1 card to start the hand with something. Each player will get a card with 2 purple sigils. The other player receives the same. Each player will place 1 cube on space 0 on the 4 council tracks and on 0 on the VP track on the board. Then we're gonna take the character cards, shuffle them, and place it face down on this side of the board. We will randomly determine a first player, and he will get the first player token. Let's say that's me. And the other player will get the second player token, who is Rooks. The game now is complete, the game is set up, and we can start playing. We're gonna explain the game a little as we play for a few rounds. Now, going through the player aid, a round of tribute consists of 3 phases: morning, afternoon and evening phase, each having different actions. We're gonna start with the morning phase, with the setup, by dealing 3 cards to each player. This will be called active cards and aren't taken in hand by the players. We're gonna draft them as you're gonna see now. Then we're gonna place 3 cards here on the board. We have the left docks, the central gate, and the right docks. Now we're gonna take the active cards in hand, look at them secretly, and we're gonna decide how to split them onto these 3 access ways to the capital. We're gonna teach you why we do this in a moment. Now let's watch the current round decree. This says that at the end of the round, each player, we're gonna score 1 victory point per each mountain shield that he managed to place at any council. We can see that there's a card here, only one that has a mountain shield. So we really want to take this one. Also, you can see that this noble wants you to have 3 blue banners placed at your councils. So looking at our cards, I'm gonna place this one with a blue banner over here, as I'm planning to take this group of cards. I'm the first player, so I'm gonna get to choose first. Now the other player is gonna place a card, and so on until there are 3 cards at each council placed. The order doesn't matter where you place them. I'm gonna place like this. Perfect. Now, this was the split the active card phase. Now we're gonna open 1 access way, starting with the first player. I'm gonna choose to open the central gate, meaning that I lift all the 3 cards, and from this I get to take 2 in hand and then place 1 at any council. I planned to take the blue ones, considering that I'm gonna score at the royal decree now, aiming to get 2 blue banners for this noble, and also I see that on the last 3 rounds we're gonna get victory points for each council that has a blue banner. So this will help me throughout the game to score more points. I'm gonna keep these 2, and the third one I'm gonna discard it. Now from these 2 cards I add to my hand the card from the setup, and from these 3 cards I get to place 1. And I'm gonna place this one over here, as I want to score 1 victory point at the end of this round. By placing a card, I'm gonna advance 2 spaces, as I have 2 matching sigils with the color of the council. So I move 2. That was my turn at opening 1 access way. Now the second player takes a turn, and she's gonna pick to open the left docks. From those 3 cards, she will add to her hand only 1 card and discard the other 2. Now she has 2 cards in her hand, the one from the setup and the one she just picked, and now she can place up to 2 cards at any council. She placed a card with a yellow sigil at the yellow council, advancing 1 space. And another one with 2 purple sigils at the red council. Purple are wild as a color, you can place them anywhere you want. Now we're gonna move on the afternoon phase. Here, all actions are optional. We can play a card from hand for its power. Each color card has its own power. All purple has this power, all blue this power, etc. We're gonna show you the powers in a little while. Or we can claim a noble card. As soon as we met the requirements, like having 3 blue banners, or having 2 victory points, or having 10 cards placed, we can claim a noble and immediately gaining the victory points written on the bottom. or we can use the bonus of our player order tokens. As first player, the bonus I have is to advance 1 on a council, and I'm gonna do that right now. And I'm gonna choose to advance on the red council, since it's the most valuable, offering 6 victory points at the end of the game. After I used the bonus, I flip it on the other side, on the grey one, to mark I used it for this round. Now the other player will take an optional action.
I don't have any cards left.
She doesn't have any cards left to use as power. She can't place an additional one as being the second player. The bonus is to place a card. Also, she can't claim a noble yet. So she will pass for this round. It's back to me. I have 2 cards in hand, but I don't want to use them as power, so I will also pass. After both players passed, we're gonna score the current round decree. We're round 1, and the decree says to get 1 VP for each mountain shield you have placed. I have 1, and I get 1 VP. Rooks has none, she won't get any VP this round. Now we're gonna prepare for the next round. We're gonna advance the round marker. We're gonna discard any cards left on the access ways. And we're gonna exchange player order tokens with the color side up. Now we're gonna start playing the second round. Rooks is the first player. I'm gonna deal her first 3 cards, and then 1 card for each access way to the capital. Now she will start placing cards. Oh boy, I have lots of good cards. Must be careful not to be too greedy and stack lots of cards in your hand without having time to place them all. Because you want to place as many cards as possible throughout the game to advance more the councils, to win their VP at the end, and also to get the requirements from the nobles. Now she will pick 1 access way to open. She takes 2 cards in hand and the other is discarded. And now from the entire hand of cards, she can place 1 card at the council. She plays 1 at the red council, probably to score 1 victory point for the mountain shield. Now it's my turn. I'm gonna pick to open this access way. I'm gonna take the one with 3 blue sigils, as I planned to get this council done, this noble. The other 2 are discarded, and now from the entire hand of cards, I get to place 2 cards. So I'm gonna place 1 here, and I'm gonna advance 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. When you land on the position 4, 7 or 10, or you just crossed it, you immediately gain that bonus. For going on the 4th position, I get to advance with 1 cube on a council, 1 position. It doesn't have to be this one, it can be any council. And again, I pick to advance on the red one. Now I can place the second card, and it's gonna be at the same council, the other card with 3 blue sigils. So I advance 1, 2, 3, and now the bonus is to draw the top card from the draw deck and add it straight to my hand. Now the access way step finished, So we're going on the afternoon phase, starting with the first player. Rooks can make any of the optional actions.
I don't want to play any optional actions.
She used her bonus of the player order tokens to advance one spot on a council track.
I'm going to advance now. And because I'm behind at the blue one, here.
Now it's my turn for optional actions, and I'm gonna claim a noble card. I've managed to have 3 blue banners over here. They could have been placed anywhere, and I claim this noble, Captain Narrow. He immediately gives me 3 victory points. Now it's Rook's turn again. She doesn't have any other options, she will pass. It's my turn again, and I can use the red card's power. It says to add 1 card to your hand from the access way that wasn't opened this round. That means I can pick any card from here and add it straight to my hand. As I watch the second noble, he requires yellow banners and mountain shields. And this one has both. So I think it might be useful for later use. So I just add this to my hand and discard the card I've used for its power. Rook's already passed, and it's my time. I should pass now, but I'm gonna show you how to use some other powers. The purple one says to discard this and any other card to gain 3 victory points. I could just discard these 2 cards and get another 3 victory points. But I think I should keep those for now. I could also use the yellow power, which says to score again the royal decree of this round. I just keep the card in my side, and when we're gonna score the decree, I'm gonna double the points I gain in this round when I play the yellow card. After I score, this will get discarded also. The green card has the following power. It says to place 1 card at any council. Let's say Rooks would have placed this card over the blue council because it has a matching sigil. She would advance 1 space. We continue to read the power. Then, if you are behind your opponent on that track, I'm at 8, she's at 2, you may place 1 more card there. So right now she could have placed, let's say, a card with 2 purple sigils and advance further, and also gaining a bonus, advancing 1 more time. And so by using the green power she would advance quite a lot on the blue track. The last power I want to show is the blue one. It says to gain all the bonuses you previously unlocked at a council. So if I would have another blue card in my hand, I could place it over here to mark that I want to claim again the bonuses I already got at this council. So I will advance +1 once again, let's say the red, and I will draw again the top card from the draw deck, adding it to my hand. The only restriction is that once per round you can place only 1 blue power at a council. So I couldn't place again this round a blue card here. These are all the card powers, and I think we showed you enough so you know how to play Tribute. At the end of the game, you're just gonna add victory points for who is furthest on the council tracks. Here I am, so I get 3 VP. The second player, if he or she had passed or reached the 7th spot, will also gain 1 VP. This goes the same for the council with 4 victory points, 5 and 6. Just add the points on the track, and who has the most is the winner. Thank you and have fun playing Tribute.